Đây là chương trình 30 phút với Nhan Tran do ống kính của đài truyền hình VTV Houston 55.2 thực hiện. Kính thưa quý vị, trong chương trình 30 phút với Nhan Tran kỳ này khá đặc biệt hơn những chương trình trước đây mà Nhan Tran thực hiện qua làn sóng của đài truyền hình VTV Houston 55.2 là vì ngày hôm nay tại phim trường của đài truyền hình VTV Houston rất hân hạnh và lần đầu tiên xuất hiện hai người khách khả ái đến từ miền nắng ấm California. Lý do mà Nhân nói là từ miền nắng California là hai người khách đặc biệt này là hai người trẻ đại diện trong giới nghệ thuật trẻ của Hollywood Hoa Kỳ. Một cô là Kim và một cô là Cat. Trước tiên thì Nhan Tran chắc mời hai vị này có lời chào đến quý khán giả trước khi anh em chúng tôi trò chuyện cũng như là cho quý vị biết được lý do tại sao KimCat xuất hiện tại thành phố Houston của chúng ta ngày hôm nay. It is very nice to see you guys here in the audios and studio.
Thanks for having us.
Sure. Few words to the audience, and then we, get into
Sure.
Our conversation today.
Okay. Hi, Houston. We're Kim
and Kat.
We're really happy to be here. This is our second time here, and we can't wait to
Perform tonight.
Wow.
At Diamond Club.
Okay.
Yeah.
This has been an awesome. What's up?
How are you?
Good, good.
It's been so long.
Yes.
Almost a year, right?
Yes, I remember last time we were on stage at the baby premiere concert. That was literally
Awesome show.
a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it
guys
was
looked
a bit
awesome
crazy.
and fantastic.
Sure.
Oh yes,
Okay.
definitely. This is the Vietnamese channel, the first channel ever in Houston that bilingual in English and Vietnamese. And tonight you sit in front of about 500,000 population that
Oh,
watching
wow.
the channels, and such a privilege to have you guys on the station this
awesome.
evening.
Thank you.
So what's going on? What has been going through your music lifestyles? I know you've been traveling a lot.
It's been crazy.
Been crazy?
Yeah, I mean, ever since the last time we saw you,
Right.
we've been touring Asia for almost like a good year now.
You guys pretty much live in Vietnam now.
Yeah.
Thailand's in Vietnam.
Yeah,
Okay.
Vietnam became our second home. We go there every month, and from Vietnam we tour all over Asia, and yeah.
Okay, well, I know you guys in Vietnam a lot. I'm going to have a lot of questions for Kat later, but
Here
the
we go.
question I want to have for you, and I'm sure my audience want to know as well, where is the KimCat coming from?
KimCat. Well, in the beginning when we started DJing, we
Okay.
had, we kind of had a difficult time trying to find the right name. And in the end, we decided to keep it simple.
Okay.
Kim and Kat, our
Kim and
names.
Kat.
And plus it's simple and, people can pronounce it.
Sure.
And it rhymes with KitKat, so.
How long has it been you guys been together in DJ business?
About a little bit under 3 years, so like two and a
Under 3
half,
years?
almost
Okay.
3, yeah.
Okay. Well, allow me to a few seconds to translate that to the Vietnamese audience.
Sure.
Kính thưa quý vị, cũng như Nhan Tran đã nói, ngày hôm nay là một cái niềm hân hạnh cho ống kính của đài truyền hình VTV Houston 5.2 được mời hai vị khách quan trọng đại diện cho giới trẻ cũng như là dòng nhạc trẻ. Thì quý vị biết rằng tại hải ngoại dòng nhạc DJ đóng một vai trò rất là quan trọng ở tất cả các tụ điểm cũng như phòng trà và vũ trường. Thì ngày hôm nay không ngoại lệ, KimCat lần thứ hai về lại thành phố Houston trong vai trò sẽ là người play DJ tối hôm nay tại vũ trường Diamond Club. Không bỏ lỡ cơ hội này, Nhan Tran cũng như là ban giám đốc của đài truyền hình VTV Houston 55.2 mời hai vị khách này lên để cùng chia sẻ cũng như là đi sâu vào cuộc đời tư của họ. Nhan Tran có hỏi một câu rằng KimCat cái tên xuất thân từ đâu, thì KimCat nó nói rằng từ khi hai bạn kết bạn với nhau và trở thành một người DJ song hành trên lĩnh vực cống hiến vai trò là một người DJ khắp nơi trên thế giới. Kim và Cat coi như đi lưu diễn phần đông là tại Á Châu, trong đó Việt Nam đóng vai trò rất là quan trọng. Thì ngày hôm nay KimCat xuất hiện trước ống kính của quý vị cũng như ra mắt quý vị đây, thì hy vọng rằng tối hôm nay quý vị đến tại Diamond Club để theo dõi sự xuất hiện đặc biệt của KimCat. Và hai người bạn này đã hoạt động trong lĩnh vực DJ đã hơn 3 năm qua. Thì giờ này KimCat cũng đã khá quan trọng, cũng như là gương mặt của cô cũng đã đóng một vai trò khá quan trọng trong cặp mắt của giới thương mại trong bộ môn DJ tại trong nước cũng như là ngoài nước. You have been, especially Kim. I know you have has somewhat Vietnamese in you. Last time we talked, you will share with me and the audience that you have a little bit of Vietnamese.
I have a lot of Vietnamese.
And a little bit of French. And obviously you were raised here, so
I was born.
So tell the audience a little bit your background.
Okay, Kim sinh đẻ ở Orange County, California.
Okay.
And Kim học tiếng Việt tại nhờ ông ngoại và ngoại. Kim thì nói tiếng Việt đành mà có một cái đọc không được thôi.
Okay, không được thôi.
Yeah.
Nói như vậy không đủ chết rồi, không cần đọc nữa. Your voice is just so attractive. So,
Thank you.
so what more about that you want the audience to know about you? What is it different between Orange counties and many other cities as you travel around to perform?
Orange County, I mean, everyone knows Orange County has the biggest population of Vietnamese.
Right.
And when I come down to Orange County, it feels very much like like Saigon.
Okay.
Saigon in Vietnam.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the population has grew for many years now, and I actually live in Los Angeles.
Okay.
So,
Which is about an hour from Orange County?
Yeah, it's quite a far drive. And yeah, I only come down once a week. I try to come back and eat some authentic Vietnamese food because in Los Angeles it's very hard to find authentic Vietnamese food. I mean, there is, but it has an American taste to it. My family is still in Orange County. I'm the only one that lives in Los Angeles, and my family is very, very proud of me because I, start going to Vietnam, and my grandparents are very Vietnamese, old-fashioned.
Are they in Vietnam?
No, everyone's in America now.
Wow. Okay.
But in the beginning, before I started DJing, I used to do a lot of photo shoots for Maxim and FHM, and my grandma couldn't relate to that.
Pretty much modeling.
Yeah, my grandma's like, Kim, you need to get a real career. And the fact that now I, start going to Vietnam, doing a lot of television and, DJing over there, and they see me on the news in Vietnam, so it makes me happy because now they can understand. And she can read articles in Vietnamese. I'm like, hey, Grandma, look, she's actually happy, so that makes me happy.
Sure.
And to be able to be Vietnamese American, to go back to Vietnam and be recognized, and everyone's like, really happy when we come back. We're bringing more house electro music. It's like we're, helping the entertainment grow in Vietnam. And me and Kat, we just seeing the
I'm
reaction
Vietnamese
of
too.
people.
I'm Russian Vietnamese.
Yeah,
if someone didn't know, I'm
Did
Russian
you say something in
Vietnamese.
Vietnamese?
Tôi yêu Vietnam.
Tôi nhớ Việt Nam.
Yay.
Một người con gái nước ngoài mà nói tôi nhớ Việt Nam. Besides than that, do you nhớ anybody else?
Of course, I know a lot.
Nhớ, I mean,
Yeah, do you miss anyone
meaning you
else?
miss anybody.
Miss?
Uh-huh.
You?
Oh, so thank you very much, and thanks for being here. Speaking of being grown up in an Asian authentic families and doing American works and stuff.
Yeah.
Now you have mentioned that you, as an American artist, and traveled to Vietnam to perform for many years. In here, America alone, a lot of Asian artists wanted to do the same thing, or at least want to have the benefits that you have. So my question to you is that, do you feel that you're lucky than many others out there, that you can do a lot of stuff that many artists that cannot do?
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. We're really blessed. We're really thankful to even have an opportunity to go back to our, to my country, Vietnam.
Right.
And we just want to be a good example for a lot of Vietnamese American, like, hey, we can do it, you can do it,
Right.
you know what I mean? And maybe this is an open door for everyone else. And anything's possible. I don't think, like you said, can't, I don't think that's even, that's just a word. If you say that in your head that you can't, then it's gonna be you can't. But there's always a way.
Or maybe because of the natures of the business or the type of music that
different.
some individuals performed limited themselves to to be able to travel across. But with your area is more of a universal. It's more of diverse.
Yeah.
It's a DJ language. Is everybody everywhere that listening to.
Yeah, but even for us, it was kind of unexpected. The whole Vietnam, it was overnight. And I remember Kim called me and she's like, oh my gosh, open like Yahoo Vietnam, and overnight it was, every single newspaper had like something saying about us that we were coming to Vietnam. And did we plan for it? We always wanted to go to Vietnam, but we didn't expect it. And it was.
Who actually introduced you the very first shows in Vietnam? How did you get connected to Vietnam?
How did we get back to...
We were judges on the
before that, what happened was there was a whole press media in Vietnam.
Oh,
It was an overnight thing. we were on VN Express, we were on Yahoo Vietnam, and they were talking about us. And it mentioned that I'm Vietnamese American, and the thing I've
How do
always
they know
done,
that though?
How? Because before, I used to do a lot of, like I said, modeling and interviews, and for The Hangover too, I would do press. But when I do press, I've always mentioned that I would love to come back to Vietnam.
Okay.
So word got out there, and the media over there, you know, read and they translated, and they just put it on the headlines like Kim would love to come back to Vietnam. And it was like a dream come true. I'm like, oh my God, we're finally going back there, and from there it just took off.
Thank you very much. Vâng, kính thưa quý vị, trong những đôi phút trò chuyện thì Kim chia sẻ đôi nét về khía cạnh đời tư của cô ta là cô ta sống lớn lên trong một gia đình thuần túy Việt Nam tại miền nắng ấm California. Thì từ thuở nhỏ cho tới khi lớn thì cô đã bước thân vào con đường người mẫu và đã hoạt động khá phát triển mạnh trong thị trường Hoa Kỳ. Rồi cô còn nhớ rằng là ông bà ngoại cứ nói rằng là con cần phải có một cái địa vị trong xã hội hay có một ngành nghề nào đó vững vàng. Thì cuối cùng Kim mới tiến xa hơn một bước nữa, trở thành một người DJ, và từ đó là cô dấn thân cuộc đời mình vô trong lĩnh vực DJ cho tới ngày hôm nay thì tiếng tăm của cô ta đã về trong nước. Tuy nhiên trong những thời gian đó còn những cái thăng trầm, nhưng cô đã trưởng thành hẳn và học hỏi được và đi sâu và tạo cho mình được một chỗ đứng vững vàng. The question back to you too, that how did your guy, where do you meet to become partner?
Can you answer that?
We always get this question.
I would answer that question.
We met about, now it's like 6.5, almost 7 years ago.
Okay.
Wow, time flies, huh?
Now this is in Orange County as well.
That was in Los Angeles.
So Los Angeles, okay.
Yeah, it was actually during the video shoot, a music video for John Legend.
Oh, okay.
And so she was sitting in a corner, and she did not talk to anyone, and I mean anyone, and I was
Pretty
talking
quiet.
to everyone.
Very authentic Asian girl.
Not at all.
Not at all. Okay.
That was just that day.
It's just that day, okay.
And then from there, I think we did like 3 more projects together within like probably like 2 or 3 months.
Now, were you model before, prior to DJ as well, or you started as a DJ right away?
No, I did model a little bit and did some TV shows. So, and then we just kept bumping into each other like, you know, like 3-4 times. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's the same girl, you know. I was like, hey! And then from there, we just became best friends, and you know, she just like never left my house. She's like, hey Kat, cook for me, yeah?
Would you leave if a woman would cook for you? Would you?
3 times a day.
Yes,
yeah.
definitely, yes.
So yeah, and from that, we just, you know, started DJing about like 2.5-3 years ago. We thought it was a really good idea, and it's very convenient because, you know, we're used to each other, so
Awesome.
Traveling makes it easier.
It's hard to actually, you know, teamed up, you know, to work and understands and be able to, you know, put, you know, a great, you know, entertainment products out there. Obviously, you two are a good match, and you know that's how you got been together and travel around the world and perform. I think that's an awesome team that you guys put together.
I agree.
Now, I know you're not originally from here. Is that true?
I'm Russian Vietnamese, I'm telling you.
There you go. Can you share a little bit, you know, where you're from and
sure.
how you got into the DJ business?
Well, I was born and raised in Moscow, Russia.
Okay.
So my parents still live there. And moved here about like 8-9 years ago. And then 6 years ago, I moved to Los Angeles. That's where I met Kim on the second day.
Second day you moved to Los Angeles and
I met Kim.
Wow.
And I used to be in like an investment finance world.
So you never thought to be an artist?
No, never thought of it. But actually, I play piano, and Kim plays piano as well. Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess it was just meant to be. And then we work with Kim was friends with the Black Eyed Peas for a long time.
Okay.
And they had that idea to sign female DJs.
Okay.
And we just thought it was a good idea to become a duo, you know, because it's such a lonely life to travel all the time by yourself without, you know.
Good to have somebody always there for you, you know, cares and, you know, do things together and, you know, send out the message, you know. Okay, I think that's awesome.
That's how we became KimCat.
Thưa quý vị, Nhân Trần mới hỏi sơ Kathleen, cô cũng như không ngoại lệ như là Kim, là tại vì cô đã dọn từ Nga Xô qua bên Mỹ không khá lâu thì có cơ duyên gặp một người bạn thân tình của mình, và từ đó hai người trở thành đôi bạn song hành với nhau trong lĩnh vực DJ. Trước đây thì cô là một người đảm trách về vấn đề chuyên viên về vấn đề tài chính, nhưng mà rồi cô không có đeo đuổi cái nghề đó cho tới ngày hôm nay thì cô vẫn là người DJ. So you here in Houston, this is second time.
Second time.
What is the difference between the audience in America and in Vietnam?
Oh gosh, there's a big difference.
Big difference.
Americans loves to party, very wild. Vietnamese, and it comes back to our culture, a little more conservative. There's two different crowds. It's either they're going to be very wild, or we've done shows where we're DJing, we're like, yeah, and we look in the crowd and people
People are just staring like this.
Stare on you, do nothing.
Yeah. So in the beginning, Kat and I are like,
what's going on?
is there something wrong with our music? But as we traveled more, we learned, like, you know, it's just the culture. Don't take it personal. And now Kat, during our shows, she come out there and just
dance with
hypes
everyone.
Up.
You do what you got to do, right?
Yeah,
To make
so-
everybody happy.
So like I said, it's a big difference.
Good.
We're more wild over here, obviously. Americans are wild.
Well, obviously, the stage here is, you know,
Yeah.
in some of our, you know, Asian clubs and stuff, much smaller version
Yeah.
than, you know, most of the country that you travel to.
Well, music even different too, you know. For example, like going back to Vietnam, they play Vina House, you know,
Okay.
which America has, they don't even know what it is, you know. So we started bringing Vina House actually to US, and we played in clubs in Orange County,
Okay.
and people loved it, you know. So it's just, it's different.
Well, guys,
Definitely.
time is running out, unfortunately. I would love to sit here and talk with you all night long. Unfortunately, that
That's it.
there's time's running out. But I'm glad to see you guys, and I'm sure we'll, you know, the audience will, you know, much happy to see you guys tonight as well at the,
Awesome,
Diamond
yes.
Club. I will be there as well.
Yeah.
But do me a favor,
Yes.
just a few words to before we close out, you know, to your audience. And I know you guys perform at New Diamond Club tonight, so say something to the audience so that you know, bring them out to the club tonight with you guys.
Yeah, Houston, tonight we're at Diamond Club. Make sure you guys come and party with us. And we are Kim.
And Kat.
You're watching Van TV.
Well, very happy
Thank
to see
you.
you guys, and hopefully, you know, we have more time to chat with our audience, you know, next
Absolutely.
time. Definitely, you know, stop by Van TV next time
Always.
you're in town. Kính thưa quý vị, vừa rồi là đôi phút tâm tình trong chương trình 30 phút với Nhân Trần, với hai nghệ sĩ lừng danh của miền nắng ấm California cũng như trong lĩnh vực Hoa Kỳ, đó là cô Kim và Kathleen đã có mặt trong ngày hôm nay tại phòng ghi âm của đài truyền hình Van TV Houston 5.2. Nhân Trần rất hân hạnh cũng như là cảm ơn quý vị đã luôn giữ làn sóng của đài truyền hình, và hẹn gặp lại quý vị vào chương trình 30 phút với Nhân Trần kỳ tới.